Good morning. From me and my mug of cacao, and my morning thoughts. I have a million things that I could talk about, and I think it would be a good idea and just make more sense for me to give a little introduction as to why I've started this YouTube channel, because I started traveling last year, like almost a year ago, and it's very common now to have YouTube channels, blogging the travels and reviews on different places and all this. And I was like, yeah, useful and I like it, but I don't know if I've got the energy for this. But for a while, even before I started traveling, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna do a YouTube channel, not specifically because it's YouTube or anything, or any kind of like anything that might come with that. Don't know what I mean there. But because it's a platform to use my voice, it's a platform to speak, because more and more, and day after day, even as far as like today, I'm reminded and I'm shown that I have a voice and I am privileged and I'm grateful to have a voice. Like, literally speaking, literally speaking, that I can communicate, that I can make noise to speak, that I can articulate, sometimes better than others, better than other times, I mean, not other people, that I can articulate what I want to get across, that I am in a position where I have the resources where I can put things across and share these things, and also a little bit to make up for lost time. Now, I journal a lot, and I have done for a long time. When I was little, I used to keep diaries. There's a wazzer on my cacao. So I've always had some sort of way to express, whether through writing or painting, very arty, very creative. But what I'm realising more and more these days is that all of my creative endeavours and expressions are very solitary and very internal, and actually very silent still. My journal is like my best friend, especially while I've been travelling, but I wouldn't just give it to somebody to read. I may read excerpts of it out, little snippets of it. I may share bits here and there, but it's like, that's like my soul. And, so that's very private. The same with the process of making art or anything like this. It can be a very solitary, very private, very immersive process, but also it's completely subjective, really. What I put into it might resonate with somebody or not resonate at all with somebody in a completely different way, and that's fine. I mean, for me, that's the purpose of art, is to create some kind of response. People say, oh, I don't like art. Well, that in itself is a response, is an emotion. It conjures up thoughts and ideas of maybe what I do like, what I don't like, things like this. But still, because it's so subjective, one person can view it differently to the next person, I still feel like my voice, my thought, my message still isn't quite getting put across. Not that I want to make people think the same way that I do or anything like that, not at all. But I feel that I have a lot to give, a lot to share, a lot of insight, and I feel really like I've had a lot of callings, I guess you might say, this year especially, that I need to be sharing it vocally and standing up for my own thoughts. And I'm very, generally very diplomatic, and accepting and open-minded and all this, and there's absolutely a place for that. But I think over the years it's been to the detriment of my own views. So still my voice is suppressed. I wanted to try and keep these videos fairly short because people don't always want to watch longer videos. I understand that. You can put it on double speed though, so this is fine.